Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly.
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if I'm the
Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with App Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik,
Kelly,
and Rick.
And this week we watched Dark Was the Night, directed by Jack Heller, written by Tyler Heisel, starring Kevin Durant, Lucas Haas, and Bianca Kajic. Sure. Kajic. Anyways, Imdb Synopsis. An evil is unleashed in a small town when a logging company sets up shop in the neighboring woods. So what'd you guys think?
I was a little disappointed, because I've had this movie on my list for like good 3 years, and I thought it would be more about logging people, like getting attacked by monsters or vampires. I don't know. I barely read the thing, but I saw logging camp. I'm like, oh, it's a scary movie about a logging camp. Cool, yeah. And then they have maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, not that,
chipping with the least realistic acting loggers I have ever seen. All right, I'm going to tell you guys one thing that loggers take 100% serious. That's safety. You know why? Because
You fucking die out there.
Because trees actually will fucking kill you. The heavy-ass machines will kill you. Your boss will
Kill you.
The assholes working on the landing next to you that don't work for your company will fucking kill you for your trees.
Truck drivers will try and kill you. I mean, I'm not shitting you. You can die from a ton of stuff out there. So the whole thing at the beginning where the guy's like, "Ooh, I have to go look," like the guy would have been worried and would have immediately seen the blood on the ground and then been on the thing like, "Hey guys, somebody's fucked up out here. There's a bunch of blood everywhere." And most loggers are packing heat, so if guns would take one of those things out, they're fucked.
Seemed like a lot of guns was what it took, though.
Equipment, they're just out there and they're like going rah, and then the guy just grabs it with the chipper and just
lures it in.
Just oh, shit. Ricky, did you fucking see that? Is there another? Hit it with the skidder. All right.
It's like, check out that fucking skid.
I feel like a chainsaw would have done something, because those guys didn't look like they had any equipment out there besides like hand tool stuff, but they still had chainsaws and shit, right? That would have done something.
If you have a chipper, you're gonna have a skidder. It's just like a law of nature.
No, but where those guys were, because they were further in somewhere. I don't know. They weren't next to all the equipment, because that guy was calling near the equipment.
Yeah,
and they were further in.
All that stuff was like Feller Buncherwood. So.
It was an excuse to have a couple of guys by themselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would fuck up one of those things with my buncher. I mean, that thing would be like, look, I'm zipping around. Zip. Oh, you're cut in half, buddy. Your legs went really far when I got you.
Yeah, I definitely feel like just like they mentioned the logging thing in here. And like you said, it's only like 3 seconds. Like, why not talk about like sheriff deals with some fucked up shit in the city or in the town?
Yeah.
You know, monsters from woods come destroy town.
Exactly.
You know, something instead of like, I mean, they.
And why the fuck was it the loggers that fucking caused the fucking monster to come out instead of the hunters? Like.
Yeah, there's hunters out there. There's fucking fires, I'm sure, that happen over years. This is the first thing that brings them out?
Yeah, so it's the first thing that brings them out is some fucking loggers show up. I mean, honestly, I think maybe that the fucking people who made this movie are just fucking tree-hugging hippies. And they're like, oh my god, fuck that. Like, loggers are worse than hunters. You know?
And also, those guys they didn't like completely clear cut the area. They're like, there was still stuff there. So it's not like
they were doing a selective cut. So it's like not even like.
Not like there wasn't like forest still there for them.
Some left, you know. Just get off your fucking high horse, you stupid ass fucking tree hugging hippies.
What's funny about it is like, if you do clear cut, there ends up being a shitload of little critters because you end up leaving stuff on the ground that rots.
Mm-hmm.
So bugs eat the rotting stuff. Rodents eat those bugs. Birds eat the rodents, and then coyotes and stuff eat the rodents, And then since there's a bunch of new growth right near the ground, deer are in there eating that.
Yeah.
Clear cuts are good. Like that's part of nature. So having these like super stagnant old growth forests, that's actually not that good. And then looking at how much these things eat, I hate to break it to you, but you could have put those things in the middle of a fucking game preserve and they would be out in somebody's house in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, like
I mean,
somebody would have noticed. Like, there's no way nobody would have noticed that these things existed, anyways. For one, the animals seem to just completely flee from these things.
Yeah.
Like, there wouldn't be any animals around for them to go, so they would have to spread out constantly. And then, like you said, the amount that they eat, biologists, fucking people out there, forestry people would notice that there is no animals or there's carcasses.
Like, if there was enough
shit.
of them to fucking swarm a fucking church, then someone was gonna notice this long ago. Like, the only reasonable thing is like, okay, like now I could see like maybe like a more reasonable thing happening here. Like, to start this whole out, is like maybe it wasn't loggers that were out there. Okay, maybe you had some miners and they cracked into some fucking weird fucking cave system where these fucking things were sitting hibernating for fucking hundreds of fucking years.
That's actually pretty scary.
You know what I mean? And they fucking unleashed them, and now they're going out there and fucking up, and they fucking end up finding out that like, oh, the fucking Native Americans actually fucking like lured all these motherfuckers in there, like sacrificed a bunch of fucking people to get them trapped in there, and then caused a cave in to seal the cave off, trap them in there so that way they weren't going around fucking with shit. Like, that would have been like a more fucking reasonable story, in my opinion, for something like this. It's I mean, like, it's just I don't know. It just that would have just seemed like a more reasonable, like, oh, okay, like that's why no one's noticed these fucking monsters until now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, instead of some loggers show up and start doing what loggers fucking do, and all of a sudden a bunch of these fucking things just pop out of fucking nowhere, just jump out of thin fucking air, and they start fucking terrorizing this small little tiny town. Like, okay,
like loggers completely just destroyed the woods back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, they used to just like, fuck this thing. We're gonna.
Oh, dude, yeah, ain't nothing gonna fucking grow in that area fucking for a good long while. Because usually once they got done, they were like, hey, check this out. And they fucking lit the bitch on fire and just destroyed the entire fucking area.
Literally like a fire went through, but they did, a lot of times they just wouldn't actually use a fire, and it would just grow back. Like, it would blow in, but they wouldn't have all the environmental damage of the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they used to do. Like, a bunch of these logging companies would burn a little bit every year, and then the CDF got involved and was like, you guys can't do that.
Well, the thing is so like there's a fine line when it comes to fire. Like, if you get a fire that's hot enough to break down some of the surface debris but not sterilize the soil like hella fucking deep, then that's actually good. There's actually a lot of fucking different plants out there, actually a few fucking tree species even, that actually require fire to cause scar in their seeds so it can actually germinate. Like, that seed has no other way of germinating unless a fire runs through there at a proper temperature.
I think blue blossom is like that.
What was that?
I think blue blossom is like that.
I believe there's like I know manzanita requires fire.
Like that too, yeah.
And I'm not sure, but blue oak might also, but I'm not sure.
Huh. Well, I mean, anyway, so these monsters, they broke the rule. You don't show the monster. That's stupid.
So I just shared a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
The first picture, the animated one, or the the white background one in Discord, if you guys can look at it. I don't know if you can. That is a creature from Resident Evil, and that's called a hunter. And then the next one is the picture of the monster from this thing. Just the fucking same thing. Like, if they just changed this into a Resident Evil movie, I'd be fine with it.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Because Resident Evil isn't about zombies. Well, like, if you read the books, it's about fucking, like, the first few things were about that. But it's about making bioweapons.
Yeah.
And they don't just make zombies. They make fucking crazy monster
things. Well, look at the fucking Nemesis fucking shit.
Nemesis, lickers. There's, like, giant scorpions and shit that they make. So this is a hunter. It's like a fucking chameleon.
They have a giant fucking bear creature?
Or something. Yeah.
It's
so it's the same fucking creature.
That's not good. You
Yeah.
definitely shouldn't make bioweapons.
You know,
It's caused a
honestly,
real problem in the world.
honestly, like, you know, I think we just need to just go ahead and start making new life. That way we can just start just figuring shit out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, keep it in a lab and everything like that. Don't just release it. You know what I mean? But I just think, you know, like, in truth and reality, like, we just need to start doing this shit. Like, we just need to fucking see what happens when we fucking let a fucking chicken that we fucking designed to make scales instead of fucking feathers just go to full term. Like, we just need to, like, try to make that fucking woolly mammoth fucking, you know, elephant hybrid thing and just see what fucking happens. Like, the only way we're gonna be able to perfect this shit is if we just start doing it just to see what fucking happens.
Well, they for sure need to do it in somewhere where, okay, here, like, you could sell me on that idea if we have a moon base. We're gonna do it on the moon base. There's one rocket. There's cameras in every single room, full, like, 4 different, like, separate internet connections for backups. Okay, that way, like, I can't be on there just, you know, porning out one of them. Okay? And then
The fucking xenomorph fucking breakout. Like, I'll look for Erik and
Yeah,
he's just in his
yeah.
room just cranking one out to some porn.
Yeah,
He's like, if I'm gonna
the
fucking
xenomorph
die, I'm gonna
comes
go
in
out
and
die.
it's
I'm
like-
fucking go out happy, man.
the xenomorph just comes in and is like, how am I already pregnant?
The
Oh
fuck?
my god, look at all the loads.
Oh my god, you just turn around. I was like, this is ectoplasm. This is spooky
Just
ghost.
brushes against some old pair of socks. Anyway, so, like, I could see doing that, but, like, doing it on the planet, bad idea. That's real bad.
Okay, so
Doing it
that's
on an
so
orbiting
that's why
space
I'm
station,
saying, like, look, like,
also bad.
okay, look, like, maybe, like, don't go out there and just create, like, a fucking super fucking virus, like, just beyond anything. Like, don't go out there and create the fucking T virus. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of stupid. At least don't do that on the planet.
Be making any
You know what I
viruses
mean?
any worse at all. Ever,
Like,
under any
but now, like,
circumstances.
actually creating, like, macro life, like,
Yeah, that'd be
larger
cool.
scale life, like, I'm like, do, like, okay, like, just have the
Dude, I
fucking
wanna see a
facility.
Neanderthal. I want to see him, like, just. bring
Yeah, that's
back
what I'm
a
saying. Like, just like
Neanderthal.
have the facility to, like, be able to contain this shit and have, like, backups for your backups for your backups. Like, have that shit way out in the middle of the fucking desert somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking go out to the fucking Nevada desert. Just have that way out in the fucking middle of fucking goddamn nowhere. And then just start making these fucking crazy ass fucking things to see if you fucking can. Like, see
Yeah.
what happens. Like, study his fucking it's genetics after you do it. Like, huh, like, I wonder what this is gonna fucking do. Like, you know, like, I wonder what's gonna fucking happen when I put this Komodo dragon fucking DNA into a pig. Oh, cool, we got poisonous fucking fang to fucking pigs. That's fucking cool. Like, it's got a fat fucking tail too. Alright, well, let's fucking, you know,
We
fucking.
have super smart, super durable, really fast breeding Komodo dragons that can live anywhere.
Yeah,
Get more scary if they're left alone in their own environment.
exactly. You know, it's
That's
like,
what
alright,
that-
you know, fucking, maybe if we fucking, you know, like, hybrid, you know, a cow, a duck, and a fucking chicken together, we can get the ultimate meat. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what we could do? We could hybrid a man, a bear, and a pig together and get the ultimate killer.
you could, man, bear, pig.
A man bear pig.
Yep.
I'm super cereal, everybody.
Yep, half man, half bear, and half pig.
Uh,
Or better yet, and I think Erik might be able to get behind this one. Why not start creating meat
That's a
trees?
hunter.
Create trees that are just like flesh and meat.
Dude, that is a fucking.
If
amazing
photosynthesize
idea.
creates its own food, creates the fucking meat tissues and all that kind of shit, you need to get some fucking psychopath like
amazing
Erik out there
movie.
with one of his huge ass fucking like cutters, and he's just like cutting down this meat tree, just spraying fucking hundreds of gallons of blood everywhere. He's just sitting in there
Yeah.
fucking laughing maniacally. Just chops down these fucking meat trees.
Dude, I
like,
was out there just.
We could
cooking
end
stuff.
world hunger. You know what I mean? Like, we just have meat trees.
Could you guys imagine that? I'm just out there, just like so fat, and they're like, "What are you working a bakery?" I'm like, "No, I cut down all the cow trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have so many ribeyes."
Can you imagine how many like bear and shit like
Exactly.
that would be out
Exactly.
there? They're just like
Like the branches,
just
like-
gnawing on the fucking trees.
Like you could like create the branches to be like rib meat and shit like that. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah,
so,
but I
so,
gotta-
so
I
it's
have
like
a
it's like
question.
you're gonna have have it all. You know?
If you
You
don't
should have the
pick
best.
meat at a time or whatever, and it stays on and it dries out. That's how you get beef jerky.
Yeah, you're gonna have force. Like a fire will roll through, and you're gonna have a forest of beef jerky.
Oh god,
out
that would
there.
smell so awesome though. If the
Oh
fire
my
went through
god, that would be the
meat
most
forest.
delicious environmental disaster ever.
Somebody be pissed off they didn't get out and marinate all the fucking trees before it happened.
Legit. Well, hold on. Well, now, hold on here. All right. What if we take like the bio waste? You know what I mean? Like from like trees and like all that kind of just the stuff there, right? We go out there and like we have like these meat forests, right? You have someone go out there just like spraying the trees down with marinade, like maybe like a day or two before you light the bitch on fire. You're just putting all these fucking wood chips out there and you light the bitch on fire. Now you've just cooked your meat forest. The shit's ready to be fucking served in restaurants. Like you're good to fucking go.
Ricky, Meat Forest is the brother location of Soggy Tots. It's a gay strip club.
Oh my god, Meat Forest. Honestly,
Yeah,
that would be
Meat
the
Forest.
greatest gay strip club name ever. The Meat Forest.
That's a scary amount. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Was
Oh,
out there
God.
fucking meat forest? Did you just fucking say a meat forest? Yeah, they were basically like logs.
But like
Everywhere.
Bigger than
meat.
the guy's legs. Bigger than the guy's legs.
Mhm.
You know? That's
Sorry to derail you, Ricky. You don't even know what you're talking about anymore, huh?
I know.
What's funny is I had one of the aspects of the show that probably could have been done without was the whole like my kid died thing.
Yeah. That added nothing to the story. Added nothing to the story at all.
Well, they do that a lot. There's that whole like fucking, whatever the hero or whatever the main character is, they're separated from their, husband, wife, whatever, because of some tragedy.
Yeah, that
And
was like
it's
the most like typical fucking shit.
It's the same trope every
that
fucking
you see,
time.
yeah,
in these
every
kinds of
fucking
things.
goddamn
I don't
time.
think it's actually all that common either.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't think it's all that common. I don't think
So now what
there's
Hollywood
that
is
many
telling me
divorced people.
So what Hollywood is telling me is that in order for me to become a hero, I have to have a wife, and I have to feel like I'm responsible for our kid dying or my wife dying, and then and only then can I be a hero. Because apparently that's the only person that can be a hero in any of these fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit. I got to get married so I
It
can become a
is
hero,
bullshit.
and then have
I
my
agree,
wife
Ricky.
die.
Did you quotation mark that?
I
die?
did.
God damn, that would suck too. Like,
Yeah.
nobody wants to think about a little kid dying. I'm just gonna say it. So
No,
like, unless it's a mission critical part of the story,
yeah, it's pointless.
we don't
It
need
served.
it. Like a great example of this working with the story is that balloon movie Up, right? It shows the relationship. The guy is like happy. He's with his wife. She dies. And
Yeah.
he's fucking devastated. And it shows him like basically going into full hermit mode. Why the fuck should I bother? But then it shows the little kid coming over, and then it kind of brings him out of his shell, and he wants to become part of society. And then for some reason they make a bunch of balloons.
And then
or
for some
whatever, but-
reason his fucking mental stability snaps and the guy's got dementia and the kid just was too young
Yeah.
to realize it and he attached a shit ton of balloons to his fucking house and actually caused the biggest fucking search and rescue mission ever known to fucking man.
Yeah, probably. But the
Mhm.
thing is, like in the midst of this, you like the whole that part of the story makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's critical because if the guy is a single dude living by himself, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah. Why did you
You
just
don't want
go on
that
like to all this
guy-
problem?
Yeah.
You don't want that guy having your kid in his house at all.
going on a magical
Okay.
adventure to some fucking secret
Yeah.
waterfall.
It's like the
Well,
kid's
I
gonna
mean-
wake up
I
and
mean, the
turns out he's
kid
been eating
part
mushrooms
wasn't-
in the basement.
The kid part wasn't his fault though. The kid fucking ended up there. He wasn't trying to take that kid with him. you know, he
Oh, that's right. I
he
couldn't remember.
yeah,
that.
he tried to get rid of the kid
Yeah.
quite a bit, and the kid stayed on the porch when he unleashed his balloons and all that stuff. Though it doesn't really give him a reason. If the wife thing didn't happen in that, it didn't give him a reason to go on the trip at all.
to do any of that. So it's, you know, like that was part of the story. In this one, in this movie, having his whole fucking kid dying and him broken up with his wife,
Especially since they actually like each other. Like they're not pissed off at each other or anything like that. It's just, you know, there's nothing there. It was just, you know, the dude blames himself for the kid dying, and that was all there was. So it had nothing.
He did it. I mean, I don't give a shit what she says. Like, that was his bad. You can't just like have your okay. First of all, he didn't make a kid with a hard enough head to not get knocked out falling into a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was not good.
Yeah, no, like if your kid isn't at least fucking that hard headed, it needs to be in a fucking helmet.
If you got a kid outside with a kiddie pool and there's no brother out there, you probably should watch him. Like Kelly watches our kid.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, he could probably jump out of one of the first story windows into the pool, diving head first, and he's not going out. He's gonna smash his face or his head, and he'll have a cut. And I don't want him to do that. To be clear, I'm just saying he's not gonna knock himself out.
Well, no, I mean, if anything, he's gonna just cause a small fucking tremor in the earth. I mean, this is Erik and Kelly's kid we're talking about here. It's like he's just gonna unleash
with your powers combined.
Exactly.
The earth will tremble.
Exactly.
So, it's like you should, you know, you got to watch your kid. That's not a good plan.
Why was he watching him? I think I missed that because I didn't want to hear the story.
I don't even think they really talked about it.
Out. I mean, that's the only thing he could have been doing. You know what? He could have been watching football or something. He looked like one of those guys.
Foosball.
Well, you know how things happen so fast too. He could have been out there and then grabbed a water out of the fridge and then Slippy Sue, you know, whatever, Slippity Doo-Dah, and he hits his head because that's how fast kids move. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but dang, it still didn't need to be part of the stupid movie.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It was fucking completely fucking pointless. It was like
because I was waiting for something like I don't know, something that he did with his kid or whatever. Goes like, oh yeah, I can save the day by doing this, like you know how they did in Signs, whatever, like the asthma thing. And like there was little things.
Or maybe it was him and his fucking kid who unleashed these fucking monsters on the fucking town in the first place, or some shit. And,
just make it so that him and his kid were out hiking. His kid disappeared, and you know they don't know what happened, and he got eaten by a monster, right?
Yeah,
That's way fucking better.
And then he's got a reason at the end also to like go Captain Ahab on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That makes so much more sense.
This is why I should be writing movies.
Yeah, and then nothing actually happens to the kid. They just find the kid. Oh, there you are! You were hiding this whole
And
time.
Kelly's perfect for movie world. Yes.
Well, what I would prefer is the kid's actually leading these monsters. Like somehow he's controlled it. Although that's actually the plot of some fucking one of the American Horror Story like series. Like I don't know. Do you guys watch American Horror Story at all?
Oh, sure.
Well,
we did, yeah.
Okay,
I've
so
seen all the seasons except for like the last one or two.
Okay, so they had like a shorts season, like a mini episode or thing. So they're like a 1 to 2 episode thing, and they would change the thing.
Oh, that's
there was
stories. That's a whole
stories.
Show,
yeah. So it would all like it all like kind of connected together at the end. But one of the stories was this kid gets lost in the woods, and then he ends up leading these monsters back as this fucking like. Because he like gets lost at like 2 or 3. Like I don't know. He was running through the fucking forest. His dad was playing hide and seek with him and lost track of him. It's kind of a fucked up story, but yeah, he ends up coming back in like 10 years leading these fucking monster people. So it was pretty crazy. But,
That's berserk.
Yeah.
I'll bet. Yeah.
It doesn't make a ton of sense though.
No, not at all. No, like these people, like these monster people are all cannibals too. So it's like, why didn't they just tear this kid apart when they got him?
No, yeah.
So I don't know. It's American Horror Story. This is what they do. They do weird shit in that show.
Yeah, no shit.
So
That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Well, that's what they do. They just
Yep.
fucking do that stuff. God damn it. So then the other guy, I was like,
The
why
deputy?
is he a cop? Yeah, like I
Yeah.
thought he was going to turn out to be the guy or something and have some more importance in the story, but no.
Yeah.
It
From
was
the best
weird.
of my knowledge, the National Guard will fucking fly out in pretty much any goddamn conditions. I don't think a snowstorm would have stopped them. I honestly don't think it would have. And honestly, I think they could have been in there within a fucking day just by driving anyways, and the snow on the ground definitely would have stopped them.
Oh God, I forgot I was going to totally talk about this.
It's
So-
like the National Guard could have gotten out there like no fucking goddamn
Didn't sound like they
problem.
were even sending National Guard though. They were just sending rangers.
like-
Oh, was that
Like-
what it was?
Like,
yeah,
like
okay.
fucking park rangers.
Yeah. Well, all the fucking
like
same, like
Maine.
literally, like
I
once
don't know
again,
where
like
this
you could
took
have
place.
easily gotten fucking 30 plus park rangers out there in less than 24 fucking hours, like any fucking goddamn way. Like I don't fucking care. Like y'all got 4-wheel drive fucking vehicles and fucking snow chains. Y'all got snowmobiles. You can get the fuck out there. Like you can't tell me you can't.
It's in upstate New York.
Okay, perfect. So it's in New York. I am going to let everybody who's never lived in New York know something that you should already know. When it snows, nobody's fucking evacuating.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ridiculous. That was the silliest thing. I'm like, wait, why are they evacuating?
I know. I was like, did I miss something else? Like a fire.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or were they evacuating because of the creatures? Like anything? Oh, snow. Hell no.
Hey guys, it's a little snowy. Should we evacuate?
The guys that were taking control are all from the south, and they freak out when the snow
Yeah.
happens.
No, yeah.
No, that could, you
It's like
could
honestly, so like there is a town, like we all know, it's Sterling City, that way back in the day, it would snow so fucking much that people would just bunker down and wait for the city to bring up fucking backhoes to dig the fucking snow off their roof, cut a hole in their roof and pull them out. Like that's what they did. Like they're just like, fuck, I guess we gotta get fucking cut out of our roof again. Oh well, like there's actually houses up there still to this day that actually have hatches on their fucking roof for that very fucking reason. There's a flag that like sits up like 10 fucking feet off their fucking roof to mark where the hatch is at. And on a fucking hatch on their roof, so if they get snowed in, the people know where to fucking dig to reach the hatch so they can get them out.
Nowadays, it looks silly because we haven't had enough snow.
No, yeah,
to
like
fucking
yeah,
even
like there
justify
hasn't been
any of
snow
it.
up there like that in fucking
years.
years and years and years and years. But way back in the day when we were all
Yeah.
younger, that was a common fucking thing to see fucking backhoes getting brought to Sterling City to dig the fuckers out again. Like it's just what it was. Like that was a yearly fucking occurrence. Like people don't evacuate because of snow. They're just like fuck it.
No.
Especially people who
Well,
live in snow areas. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't.
No, yeah, they know how to prepare. They know like
Where
let's
I
burn the
live,
firewood
everybody's like,
inside.
oh golly, guys, we better leave. That's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
No.
The only people that are doing that, Eric, are the people who have the fucking places out on the peninsula that don't live there year round, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
you know
That would-
Yeah.
leave way before the snow comes,
Oh.
anyways.
Yeah.
Guys, it's really scary. We gotta leave.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're expecting
God.
some snow tonight, actually.
Yeah.
Rich bastards.
I know we're expecting snow. You'd think there'd be a huge line of cars of everybody leaving.
Should be leaving right now.
No, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Like
God,
the
they're
fucking
evacuating.
store should be fucking cleared out of everything, even the spam. Like, I mean, like exactly. You know, it's fucking toilet paper should be fucking just like people should be stabbing each other for toilet paper. You know, it's
That's the
just,
beginning. That was 2020, Ricky.
It's just how it is. You know.
Tapping
I mean-
each other for toilet paper.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, you gotta wipe your bum somehow. You
Hey, where's my
know.
toilet paper?
There's snow outside, Ricky. Just freeze your butt off. Go wipe your butt in the snow.
You know, it's in nature's pocket there. Shove a little permafrost up in nature's pocket there, and help keep it insulated. You know.
Yeah. Ew. Oh God. That shit would be nasty.
Like, I can imagine this,
Oh,
like there's like yellow snow, but brown snow. Come on now.
Yeah, you don't want brown snow. Brown
Oh,
snow would
yeah.
be bad.
No.
No.
What's sad is I have seen that, and it is not fun.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
like, wait, Why does that look like? Oh my God! They've just been shitting outside. Oh boy!
Our doggies, maybe. Unless you mean that out at work.
Out of work, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As far as I know,
Why
you
the
haven't done
fuck?
that.
Well, of course, we all know that Eric's not the one who
I
shits
just got
outside
my
of that
ass
household.
hung out the window, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"What? This is just what we're doing now."
Uh-huh.
God.
It's like get with the show, Kelly. It's fucking 2021, all right? The Earth is fucking dying. Well, hand me a
Back to the
handful of
Earth.
snow, Kelly. I gotta wipe my ass.
Oh, fuck.
Nature's bidet.
Uh-huh.
Nature's bidet. Oh,
Just start throwing snowballs on my butthole, Kelly. Don't hit my balls, though.
God.
This is the weirdest dunk tank you've ever been to.
God fucking
That
damn
would
it.
be terrible.
Oh, God.
So,
Yeah, well-
don't Wendigos have like deer heads and shit like that? Like,
That's
or,
what I always
Yes.
thought.
or
That's
they're
what I
like,
always thought.
or they're like creepy little zombie monsters, like in Fallout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I always
know
thought they
all
had the
about
fucking
that.
the deer heads with the antlers and shit. I always thought that's what they were, but I guess not.
Steve, what was that game I did so many years ago?
Oh yeah, it was on PlayStation. It was
I can never remember it, and I really liked that game.
yeah, what the fuck was that called? It was like that one that was, it was a story one with the QuickTime events and stuff.
Yes.
Dear God, I don't fucking know.
No.
Oh, yeah, I
At
don't
a- at a-
remember. That sounds
The
familiar.
cabin, and
Until Dawn.
Until dawn.
yes.
Yeah. And yeah, as far as I know, Wendigos have like deer head shit and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
if they have like they have the hooves, this thing didn't have hooves. It had giant lizard claws.
Mm-hmm.
They showed raptor claws when
Yeah.
it walked by.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the hoof part, I'm like, that's not what those things. And of course, they're like so fake looking too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like the little Halloween
Oh.
costume grade rubber, just
Yeah.
flopping around there.
Velocipaster looked better.
Yeah. And that was full on, just rubber, cheap ass rubber costumes that they ordered off of Amazon. I guarantee you those are Amazon costumes.
If you're gonna do a close up, maybe not let us see, the seams of things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The foot was walking. I could see this flat piece, and then where it wrinkles where you move it, and I'm like, I don't think that's how skin works.
You just see the cameraman shuffle out of the way. Oh shit!
And they made such a big point of such a big point of it having hooves through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and then it's
Walked on
got-
2 feet and it has hooves every single fucking place, and then it doesn't have hooves at the end. Like, why?
Yeah.
Did you guys change your mind at the end? Did it shapeshift? I mean, I know they're supposed to be shapeshifter too, right? At least somewhat, but I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's just maybe this is a prelude into the whole fucking Resident Evil shit.
That's all we can. That's the only way
Maybe
we can go
this
with
fucking place exists in the Resident Evil thing, and it's before right as soon as the breakout fucking happened, they didn't realize it yet. And one of these fucking hunters came out to that fucking town, a group of them came out to this town and just started just fucking shit up. And then there's some fucking stupid ass fucking teenager out there with fucking 2 sticks and hooves, just walking around people's proproperties at night, going, "This is gonna be funny."
Somehow
You know
he's
what I
heavy
mean?
enough to make the marks on the asphalt too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's really dig into it.
Well, it's a fucking teenager. They find ways, Steven.
Yeah, that was the part where they're like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely a hoax." I'm like, the whole it must be a hoax thing doesn't make any sense when making the hoax is harder than having a weird creature there.
Yeah.
Could you imagine trying to do that? You would need you would need an entire fucking high school. And I'm going to tell you what, conspiracies 101, you can't keep 1,000 high schoolers to shut their trap.
Oh hell
No.
no!
Any circumstance.
The moment
Everybody-
you're doing it, some fucking dipshits there is gonna be live streaming it to the internet. So it's there's gonna be no fucking chance it's ever gonna be a suit because it's gonna be revealed while you're fucking doing it.
Yeah.
It's just what they do. They're gonna try to get some fucking likes and follows and subscribes and shit. And whatever the hell else these fucking kids are into nowadays.
The thing that like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you like
Yeah.
and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Yeah, the whole tell your friends.
I like how Ricky's ragging on it, and we literally do that every fucking time.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but they do stuff like they're fucking, like tearing up the bathroom thing that they're doing on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a new fad I've heard of. It's like devious licks. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Really
Devious
would
lick.
know. Yeah. See?
Yeah, they did it in the fucking school, I think, around here, and the kids got in like fat fucking trouble.
Yeah,
Did you say devious licks?
That's what they call it. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't make any sense. Kids are dumb.
And so when it was happening, because it might be a little already past it, but I have no idea. But at the time, you couldn't search for devious licks on TikTok and really find anything. You would have to spell it wrong for it to come up. People will still use like the hashtags and do it wrong on purpose so they could have their views. It would be like take the V out, put C in, and devious licks, or it was, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, it's weird. They did it here in the bathrooms.
They do dumb stuff. I was a kid. I do dumb stuff now. I'm basically like still a kid.
Could you imagine if we had fucking cell phones back then? Good God. Well, cell phones that could take videos like today's cell phones.
Ricky, you do realize that I spent most of my junior and senior year with a video camera.
Video recorder.
I had a video camera and we recorded dumb shit that we did.
Yeah, but there was a difference.
Yeah.
Yes, video camera takes more skill.
The only difference was that it was hard to get it online.
Exactly.
Because there wasn't a YouTube or anything. At least it wasn't big enough.
Exactly. Like now, but like if we had that, and we were too poor to have a computer. We were fucking kids. Like Jesus Christ, we would have already probably been famous by now.
We were too poor to have a computer, and back then, if you wanted to edit a video, you needed fucking iMovie, or you crashed every 3 seconds with fucking basically anything on the PC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we also had a computer that had like 1 gigabyte of memory.
Yeah, but there was still like it wasn't even 1 gigabyte. Come on, man.
Well, that was 1 gigabyte, like including the system files that were on there. So yeah,
you're thinking of storage.
Yeah.
But yeah, you needed like a fucking iMovie and stuff. So I could edit stuff at school and get some stuff, but then I still couldn't upload it because we didn't have internet fast enough to upload anything.
Oh yeah.
And I'd get yelled at because it was on the phone needed to be used or some shit.
64K modem.
In trouble a lot for that.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you filming these girls' butts?
Don't worry about it. It's for science.
Science.
Why are you asking me an obvious
It's my biology class, yeah.
It's science. It's biology.
Oh, I guess it's anatomy. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
exactly.
Knowing me, I'd be like, I'm gonna porn out later. What are you talking about?
Exactly. It's for math class. I'm trying to study these curves.
Fuck. Ricky, why weren't you in high school with us so you could make up shit like this? I was the camera guy. We needed somebody who was better at talking to these fucks and getting us out of this something. At least say something ridiculous enough to make them
just be like,
what? And then we can walk away.
What the fuck? And before they realize we already walked away and it's already over, and we're like, yep.
Oh my God.
Couldn't be a couple years older, huh?
Right?
What if he was your twin?
That'd be horrible.
You'd be my ginger twin? Be weird.
Yeah. Well. Oh, dude, Ricky, are you tired of being a ginger?
This sounds like an infomercial like beginning. Are you tired of being a ginger? You say tired of people telling you you're soulless.
Yeah, if I seen a thing, there's this ginger dude who was giving himself colloidal silver, and he turned himself into a dark elf.
He turned into a fucking blue guy.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
A Smurf or a dark elf, depending on whatever you like.
No, thank you. No,
you don't want to look like a dark elf? Bro?
No, I really don't.
Dude, you can be like super uppity and be like, I'm the only dark elf left. You know?
No.
You like start doing an English accent.
What the fuck? Why?
There you go.
Why would you have done this to yourself? How is that person alive? How is that not poisonous?
He did it for years, and he did it for antibiotic reasons. There for everybody to see is the blue man.
I mean,
why?
he's still alive.
What
Yeah.
reasons could you possibly need for antibiotic reasons? Like what antibiotic? Like
He
what?
said it was a prophylactic antibiotic reasons. He took it because it's, silver is supposed to be help you with fucking bacteria and shit like that.
Yeah, but doesn't that also heavy metal and poison the shit out of you?
Apparently, look, his skin's blue,
Yeah.
but he's still alive.
Yeah,
So
but he's still alive, so I don't. First of all, it's not a heavy metal. Secondly, silver does actually kill shit. Like I have a silver.
Well, I know, like
foil
there's
inside
like
my computer.
yeah, there's like silver fucking filters for like hydroponic systems and things like that to fucking like filtration systems to kill off all
I
the
think
bacteria
gold
and shit.
actually does the same thing too. Like it doesn't kill you. Oh my god, you could become the Ulta Ginger if you did that with colloidal gold. Dude, you could become Goldfinger. Ricky! Oh my god!
No.
Oh god. But you could become like gold member. What if we just did it to your wiener? You could say it.
Yeah, so
gives people the
silver,
Midas
gold,
touch,
and
man.
platinum are heavy metals. So yes, it will fucking destroy your liver and shit like that if you get too much of it in your
I
system.
don't think it hurts your liver though.
It's
not
a
the
heavy
same.
metal. It'll fuck your system up. All heavy metals fuck your system up, from my
Is
understanding.
that true? Are
Yeah.
you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
I play one on TV. No, I play a doctor on
God, could
TV.
you imagine if I was a fucking scientist? That shit would be bad. Hey guys, I discovered this thing. You'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna need a second opinion, maybe even a fifth opinion.
I might also need a face mask, a protective suit, and some gloves, and a shit ton of Lysol. Yep, just as I thought, he discovered he can put your dick in a toilet paper tube. Yeah, that's pretty gross there, Eric. This ain't science, Eric. That's just nasty. I don't know what this is, but it's not science. It's just
Yeah,
Eric,
it's
get
like
in there
I
and
got
clean
this
this shit up.
procedure I'm gonna do. I've got to knock you out. You're like, pass, pass, Uber pass,
Yep.
double pass.
So Eric, I passed out and I woke up and you super glued a My Little Pony to my ass. I don't get what your intentions were with this.
I wouldn't do that to you. Ricky. Now, would I do that to Jason? And would I tattoo? What do they call themselves again? I would have to research this, but do they a brony? I would tattoo brony for life and like that like gang what do you call it? Font right on his forehead. and then have a colorful fucking My Little Pony emblem right at the top of his forehead, and people would be like, "What the fuck?" And you know what? I don't know if Jason would actually be mad about that.
It's if he doesn't already have a My Little Pony tattoo hidden somewhere on him.
God damn it.
I mean, there's a good chance of that. It really is.
That would be really funny. He's just like, "What the fuck? What have you done to me? I turned you into your, ultimate form, Jason. You're
Oh,
welcome."
God. We all get superpowers and Jason turns into a My Little Pony.
Dude, wouldn't it suck if he had like some kind of My Little Pony power? I mean, I would be like, oh, I turned him into like a superhero.
Oh my God.
He would be the most annoying superhero too.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, and like honestly though, can we really say that he'd be a superhero, not a supervillain? I mean, this is Jason we're talking about here. Like,
I guess anti-hero?
Yeah, I'd go with the anti-hero. I don't think he would go so far as like take over the world bullshit, but he wouldn't.
Well, no, because
save
he wouldn't
people.
want to he wouldn't want to deal with the the management of that whole fucking system there.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing. I would not want to be a guy who's doing a riot when Jason's like the guy.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna
Oh,
kill
God.
you. He's gonna just rip you apart
That's
or whatever
gonna be
power he
real.
has.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna kill you with your fucking rainbow bright fucking lasso or some shit, and I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know. He's gonna put on his horse costume and stomp you to death. I don't know what bronies do. All right, dude. I'm not an expert on this subject.
And again, with me being a superhero, I have like a shirt that's like ass, grass, or cash. Nobody gets saved for free. Some poor dude's like, what are we gonna do about this? Hey, you can figure it out.
Oh, damn it.
Oh fuck.
With Jason, I was kind of picturing like after he saves someone, he kind of does like a excuse me.
Yeah, kind of like has his hand. I was like, come on.
The money thing.
No, that was a real cough. I'm sorry. No, was like, excuse me, I just saved your life. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for me?
Yeah.
Like,
and then if they can't do anything, he would pick the person back up and probably bring them straight back into like the burning building or whatever it was, and leave them there. Like, well, you fucking should have paid me, dude. Like, honestly, like I'm not even killing you. I mean, you killed yourself. You know what I mean?
Why were you even in this alley? Like, like you know.
Exactly.
It's your fault you're in here.
They like, as a matter of fact, like I'm going to perform CPR on the person who was mugging you that I just pretty much killed. Bring him back to life so he can continue killing you. That's just what I'm gonna do now. Fuck off.
I mean, 100%. I could see him doing that too. You shouldn't have fucking done that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking about?
Well, I mean, like you should just fucking pay me, you know?
Not my fucking fault you didn't pay.
Mm-hmm.
He's just telling the police, fucking guy didn't pay.
Mm-hmm.
How many guys do you guys kill over taxes? That's right, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, chronic overdose of silver can cause the argyria, which is the blue skin, neurological problems such as seizures and kidney damage.
Yeah, she told you.
It settles in all the organs and stuff. So.
Yeah, she told you.
I mean, like drinking a ton of alcohol can cause. Oh, that's liver. Never mind.
Yeah, but yeah, see that shit poisons you.
I think that can cause that. That definitely causes issues to the kidneys also.
Yeah, it is heavy
when
metal
the liver
poisoning.
can't do its thing, the kidneys.
Isn't that
also
what the
suffer.
whole Mad Hatter disease is? Heavy metal poisoning from mercury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercury fumes and stuff.
Mad
like that.
Hatter disease?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was thinking of that Jepson weed. But that's like, there's like a thing that's like mad as a hatter.
Yeah.
So it's not, that's like a...
No, yeah, it's the whole Mad Hatter thing. It's because he used mercury in like making hats and shit, and so it caused him to fucking go batshit fucking crazy.
Yeah, that would not be good. Do you think that's what happened to Ben Franklin, but it just worked really good on him?
It's possible.
Like it had a positive effect?
I think Ben Franklin took a lot of drugs that we probably, discovered in the 60s more and stuff.
Knew,
and
we
taking
know
LSD
nowadays
and shit like that.
That Ben Franklin was not a good person. Like, he was a fucking horn dog. He fucking did drugs and smoked pot constantly.
I mean, none of these things are making him a bad
thing?
person, though.
I mean,
why is it a bad thing to like want to have sex though? I don't understand why that's like.
Well, that's not the bad thing. It's just the
Wait,
fact that he was an
married?
absolute fucking whore.
He was.
Oh, all right. He's a piece of shit then. You shouldn't cheat on your
Yeah,
wife.
and he's like constantly doing drugs. Like literally, like most of his experiments were probably thought up of like after like he just got done smoking some pot or some opium or some shit like that. It was like, hey Jefferson, I wonder what would happen if I tied a fucking key to a fucking kite and food during.
He probably wanted to tie it to his dick, and Jefferson was like, no.
Well, he was probably like, hey Jefferson, do you dare me to tie a kite to my dick with a key on it during the storm?
Actually, Jefferson's probably like, yeah.
Jefferson's like, dude, totally do it.
Jefferson's like, are you trying to get rid of that clap?
He's like, yeah, dude, that's right. Maybe to cure the clap, or at the very least, get rid of this large fucking wart on my balls.
Yeah, let me know how this works. If that works, we're gonna revolutionize the whorehouse industry.
Fuck yeah! I mean, let's fucking do this.
Just kites hanging up outside the whorehouse.
So
and the sad thing is that like this conversation, it has a chance of like not being that far off of what it actually was when he did this. I'm just saying, like, people like to think they're all like these like prepper fucking civil fucking people. They were not. They were just like fucking us. Even back then, like they were worse than us. Like back then, like they were not more civilized back then. They were worse. They gave two shits.
Most of them were better writers because I have read.
They definitely wrote some very flowery.
Yeah, and it's like, how did you?
Well, yeah, but like they were writing some super like flowery, fancy fucking thing while they fucking like had some fucking chick picking fucking dingleberries out of his ass hair while he fucking wrote a fucking poem to his other fucking lover. You know what I mean? It's like that was just the fucking thing there, dude. Like, I mean, like the chick walks in the room and she stank so fucking bad they had to open the goddamn windows up. Like, why do you think the women wore so many layers of dressing? Like, it's to cover the stank. Like half those layers like infused with potpourri to fucking get rid of the fishy smell. Like, it's just what it was.
They didn't bathe though. Didn't they bathe?
Not very often. They thought a healthy layer of
Feels
dirt
nice
kept the
to get
germs out.
clean.
They literally thought that a
I
healthy
think
layer of
that's-
dirt
I
kept the
think that's
germs
More
out.
of like a European thing. I don't think that's a settler view. I think they would bathe more because like I think I'm right about that. There was
That
like
might have been one of the
thing,
things
like,
that pushed the
cleanliness
pilgrims to
is
leave.
close to godliness.
Might have been one of the things that pushed the pilgrims to come over to America.
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe that's why. Maybe that's why the those Puritans were like, everybody was like, man, those guys are great because they bathed. You know, because somebody says cleanliness is close to godliness. I don't remember who it was, but whoever that group was, meaning they washed their ass, I'm pretty sure everybody was gonna like them, right?
Yeah, so it says that the fucking people from like the Mayflower, all that kind of shit, those Europeans did not bathe regularly. Like even the Native
I'm
Americans were
talking
like, no,
about,
like
like-
these guys fucking smell.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, Ricky. If you and I are gonna be stuck exploring, and first of all, you're on a fucking boat. Do you think that you're in your middle of sailing? Do you think they're stopping and letting everybody bathe? Fuck no. Where are you even gonna bathe at? I'm talking about you're here. We've been here for like 100 years. There's creeks to bathe in and stuff. Oh God, could you?
Oh, well, what is
Middle
this
of the
information right
winter?
here?
I
Is
don't know
that
yet.
true?
Why don't you wait until I find it and read it?
Well, look like that.
Your job is to talk. My job is to research.
Yeah,
You
know the way this
he's
works.
Looking at research.
Research.
I'm reading stuff.
I forgot
over
research
your
meant
fucking-
a different thing in this podcast.
Yeah, bathing research. He's got to do some bathing research.
Ricky, I'm researching. The whole camera
Bathing.
moved.
Uh-huh.
I'm researching bathing, Ricky. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen.
Yeah, it.
Put these glasses on, Ricky. They'll blind you from this side.
Mhm. It's like, Steven, why are these glasses sticky? Don't worry.
Oh, sorry, those are the wrong ones.
Not
I don't want to go down this road, Ricky.
on those tires.
So, I thought that back to the acting and everything with the movie, I thought Kevin Durant did an all right job. He did a good job playing a mopey guy, which seems hard because all the shows I've seen him in, he's like plays like that Vasily in
Strain.
Strain,
Yeah.
where he's like the tough badass guy who's like,
No, yeah, I
"Oh,
know. It's
what
like,
the hell's
okay, so
going
like
on?
throughout this
I'm just
entire
gonna
movie,
kill
I'm
shit."
like, I recognize this guy from fucking somewhere. Like, who the fuck is he? Like, I know him. Like, who the fuck is he? And I couldn't figure it out until Steven finally fucking told me he's the guy that plays on the Strain. And I was like, that's right. He's the Russian fucking pest control dude. That's right.
My favorite character.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
He
He's
is.
the
He
only
is.
one who's not like the whole time. you
Oh
know?
yeah, definitely is. I mean, that's a big thing, especially with the other main guy. Like, he just kind of just goes till just bitch fucking mode. And he's like, well, boo hoo, yeah, your fucking life fucking sucks, but how do you fucking think everyone else fucking life is? Like, thankfully you're not a fucking vampire, you dipshit. Like,
Funny about a lot of that kind of
priorities,
stuff.
bitch.
Yeah, it's like I think everybody maybe needs to like take a second and go, wait a second. We're not living in a cave without any idea of like how we should behave, right? Because could you guys imagine how brutal it would be to live in a fucking cave with a bunch of people who didn't know, hey, you shouldn't just beat this guy up because they're annoying?
Yeah?
That's how we were living at one point. People that are physiologically identical to us were living under those circumstances. Horrifying. So, as long as I'm not living in a cave, I'm pretty happy. That I always tell myself that. I'm like, well, I'm not living in a cave.
Well, I mean,
so
like, if you're like just living in a cave, like just like you per se, like, I mean, it's just you in that cave. You can make that cave to be probably pretty nice.
it's still gonna suck ass.
I mean, it's
Isn't it
fairly
a
insulated from the
fucking-
elements. It's gonna stay relatively cool year round.
It would
You know.
suck. Huge ass. It would be stinky. I would be in it. which
Well,
is
that's why it'd be
already, like,
stinky, is because you're
that's
in
a-
there.
Yeah, no shit. That's a knock against it. I'm in there. Give it up.
All right, so colonists bathe only a few times a year, but that also depended on how rich you were. If you were rich and had a bathtub, you probably bathed a couple times a month. but they did wash their face and hands every day. So that's about the
feel
most
like
you got
they're
out of it.
probably giving themselves horse bath though. Like we're all dudes here. You'd wash your junk, right?
That was only on the nights that they banged.
Yeah. Otherwise, they just let it build up a stank.
So Ben Franklin, that thing was probably spick and span. Aside from all the
Yeah, because he was always banging. He was also rich, so he probably bathed a lot.
Probably got naked
had
as
money.
he often did, because apparently he liked to get naked when he smoked his weed. And he just sat in his bathtub next to his, brand spanking new, invention called the fireplace. And just like sat there and smoked weed while he had some fucking whore jack him off. Thinking about
Ricky,
tying a fucking kite to his dick with a key attached to it.
Jesus
And
Christ.
seeing, like, huh?
I know.
I wonder if I could get off like
What
super
movies have you been
hard
watching,
from
Ricky?
fucking like a bolt of lightning. Like, could I get off so hard that I could like shoot this bitch across the room with my load? I wonder. Let's try this
I
out.
hate you so much.
And that's where the kid experiment came from. These are all facts, bro. I'm just spouting out facts, man. These are legitimate history facts.
Outing off facts.
These are legitimate history facts
This
here,
is
bro.
Ricky's
Like,
podcast, just spouting
whether
out
you
facts.
fucking like them or not, like that was I'm a fucking Ben Franklin, dude.
Now
Like,
we need a fucking little prelude, or not a prelude, what's that called? Segue music thing for Ricky spouting off facts.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's
Richard's
what
facts.
we should do. Yeah, Ricky's facts.
I'm just spouting off facts.
Oh, there's
I feel
fucking
like
facts.
we could be treading into dangerous territory by saying anything's a fact nowadays on any kind of a podcast at all. It's like,
Well, I mean, you know what? 90% of what I said was true.
The views held by Ricky Burnett.
90%
do
of
not
what I said was
necessarily
true, and that's
represent
not a
the
made-up
views of this
statistic.
podcast or anybody
That's
involved.
not a made-up statistic. About 90% of what I said was true. Ben Franklin did, in fact, like to get naked and smoke weed. Ben Franklin did, in fact, like to fuck whores. Ben Franklin did, in fact, invent the fireplace. I am spouting off facts here. These are legit facts.
I think Ben Franklin actually was trying to change the damper on fireplaces to get more heat out of them. And it was unsuccessful because the smoke would get backed up. Because he had like kind of a radiator setup where the smoke would have to go like around the bend a couple of times, and it just would never draft very good.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fireplace insert that he.
There you go.
Okay,
See?
yeah.
Yeah, because they definitely, you're not living in fucking New England without a fire in your house. Could you imagine like Erik and Ricky's, with no metal, and we're just like, we have a house with a hole in the roof. We're just like lighting a fire. We're like, dude, why didn't you put in the fireplace? Well, what? There's a place for the fire right there. Who is this? I'm just looking at Ricky. Who is this fucking idiot? I know, right? That's funny. Oh man. I don't want to be stuck without a fireplace. That would suck so hard.
Yeah, so basically he changed the way the baffle worked so that more heat would be pushed out, and then everything else would go out, the chimney instead. So you wouldn't lose as much heat out the top.
Yeah, you see? So, boom. Okay. It wasn't the exact fireplace, but it was a fireplace insert.
I don't think it worked, though. At least that's the thing that I read, was that it wasn't very successful. Like, he had a smoke problem. What he needed to do was make, like, a hinge in it so you could, like, open it up to get it going and then shut it off. But, I mean, they didn't have airtight stoves or any of that stuff, I don't think. I think they just had fireplaces.
Yeah.
Which, having a stove as thing would have worked great. They actually, I think, kind of do that nowadays. They have like a deal where you get the smoke to go back through, and it like takes a whole bunch of the pollutants out of it, and then also makes heat. It's kind of like a reburner. I can't remember the name of it. Gasifier. Where it gasifies. Yeah, I'm not actually think that's what it's called.
It probably is. It just sounds made up.
Well, I mean, aren't all words made up?
Yeah. Man, that's
Could
deep.
you imagine if we speak in a language that, like, Justin Roiland made? There'd be a lot of blurbins and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Google Bops and...
Yeah, Google Bops.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe there's an alien species out there that
Oh,
thinks
yeah.
they're all like, it's like noble
Fucking
and
broke my
regal, but their
Pluribus
fucking
Plumbus.
language is like Rick and Morty fucking Googlebot fucking language, and we're just like, what the fuck?
Broke my dingle bob. Fuck, I broke my dingle bob. Isn't that what the thing was called? That one deal he had?
Dinglebob.
No, Plumbus. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's a
was.
Plumbus,
plumbus. Yeah, it's a plumbus.
Yeah, I fucking broke my Plumbus.
Yeah, no,
That
yeah. His song started out as Doo Doo Butt when that whole episode of ABC's of Beth, I believe, that was Doo Doo Butt. But he
Yeah.
was talking about, how his, daughter put a doo doo in his butt or some shit like that, and
I
I
gotta
don't
say,
I
the
don't remember the
last
song.
season that I seen kind of fucking went off the rails a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I was like, whoa, this is getting weird, guys.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that. Okay, so here's the Benjamin Franklin thing. All right, so he invented basically the cast iron with fireplace insert. The way it was done, because with the cast iron, it would radiate the heat out into the room. The issue was that the way his fireplace worked is that the smoke would come out of the bottom of the fireplace, and then you'd have a bunch of smoke coming into the rest of the place. People later on added the L-shaped chimney, which helped improve it and pull the smoke out of the thing. So
See? You had a smoke problem. I remembered that.
yeah, but it was able to get more heat because there was apparently a wood shortage at the time. Don't know how there was a wood shortage. They were in the middle of the fucking woods.
The goddamn fucking railroad lines there, Steven. They need that fucking wood for the fucking
You
train.
could go outside and cut some fucking trees down, Ricky.
They would cut all the trees down around the tracks to burn
Dude,
in the
wouldn't it be
goddamn train
nuts?
there, and they'd run out of fucking trees to cut down. Them
Wouldn't
fucking
it be
things
nuts,
don't
though?
grow to full size overnight. Ask Erik, he knows. It takes at
Wouldn't it be
least
nuts,
3
though, if you
nights.
went back in time at one point and it was like bald.
That would be crazy. There's
And
the thing that the tracks aren't everywhere. They're not everywhere, Ricky.
Well, in the other areas there, the fucking people just chopped it down
I'm
because
gonna
they
tell
just
you
hated
what, there's
them
a lot
trees.
of ground. It would be really hard to actually cut all the trees down. I
Yeah.
have tried. I've spent my life
Trying to
get rid
cut
of
down
that.
all the trees.
And you have
can't
a
get
machine to do it.
Yeah. There's just too many. There's too many of them.
Well,
can't speed it
honestly,
up on you.
Erik, though, I think okay, look, if you had a steady supply of diesel and like repair parts and all that other good stuff you need,
No.
and then if we could just get rid of the fucking bureaucracy that you have to deal with about cutting down the trees, like there was no
I would
hey,
love
you
to
can't
blame it
cut
on
here, you can't
bureaucracy.
cut
That's
that,
not what
you
it
can't
is, yeah.
do that. I think if you were just allowed to get into your machine and then just roll and just cut to your fucking heart's content day in day out, I'm thinking you could probably cut down maybe like a 16th of California within a year.
No. California's really, really, really big.
There's
a lot of hard
It's
places to get to
insanely
also.
big.
I don't know,
it's
Erik.
super big.
I think you could
You
get a
believe
good
in
little
me?
chunk. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I think we need to give Erik superpowers, otherwise he's not going to do it. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to end this podcast. What rating did you guys give this?
I gave this movie 2 stars. Which is pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I give it 2 stars too. It was just so slow and
Yeah.
yeah, a little disappointed. Could've
I.
done a lot better.
Steven, go ahead.
I gave it 2.5 stars. It was, not good. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It just was.
You know what?
It was
I
a
changed
movie.
mine. I'm gonna give it 2.5. That makes more sense. Because it wasn't it wasn't less than average.
Yeah, I wouldn't
True.
watch it again unless if it was on TV, I probably wouldn't change the channel. But it wasn't like, oh, I gotta watch this thing again.
Yeah, no,
I
I
like a half star too. 2.5.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely
That
gave
was
it 2
perfect.
stars. It was just a meh.
Wow, we actually got in line with Ricky this time.
Oh fuck! We all rated it way too low.
Yeah, we did. Next week's movie is Ricky's choice. What are you gonna choose?
So I can't believe I haven't watched this yet, but I'm gonna choose Sinister. It's on what is it on?
I think it was on Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix. Yeah,
Dude, that one looks scary, Ricky.
it's supposed to be.
Oh god.
But has anybody seen it?
Wait, is that
Me
the
and Steven
corner
have both
based
seen
one?
it. Yes,
Okay.
which is amazing. Which is why I thought that we had watched it for the podcast. Because I'm like, why would I have watched this movie if not for the podcast? But I guess I watched this movie.
Looks like it's on
I've-
Hulu. I
Oh,
thought it
okay, on
was
Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's on Hulu. Looks like.
Oh no. I've had it on some kind of list before, but okay.
We're gonna watch it and be like, "Wow, this is a piece of shit."
No, it very well may be. It very well may be.
It looks like we can watch it on Netflix. No, wait, never mind. It's not on Netflix. Yeah, so Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu.
So if Jason can't choose, do you guys want to try watching the new Conjuring if he's not going to join us?
Yeah,
for
we
the
can do
last
that.
movie of the month?
We can do that.
That'd
Yeah.
be good, 'cause it's the only way I'm going to get Kelly to watch it.
Oh,
It wasn't that scary, Kelly.
okay.
Really?
I didn't think it was this scary.
I think you actually said that about the nun, and I'm like, I'm not gonna believe you, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I think.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, at first I thought
That
this said
one-
pedophile plants, and I was like, "What the fuck, pedophile plants?
God damn it, Ricky. I'm looking at.
Pyrophile plants."
I'm still looking at. It's pyrophyte plants.
Okay, pyrophyte plants. Yeah, I'm like,
Anyways,
but I read pedophile plants. I'm like, God damn it, now we gotta watch out fucking about plants. What the fuck?
I prefer a bee tree.
Oh my
Damn
god.
it.
There's a whole fucking new meaning to the giving tree, I guess. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, no, it's Conjuring 3 is not that bad. It's I feel like it was way more not action movie, but it was just I don't know. It didn't have the moments of the first one.
It didn't have
nothing
it.
adds up to the first one. Like nothing really meets that time watching The Conjuring 1. Like none of them have been able to kind of get to that
Well, no,
point.
like when we first watched the first Conjuring, I was like, what the fuck? Like, they finally made one of these movies and they did it pretty much right.
Yeah, I just
Like,
watched
you
1
know.
and 2 with my daughter, which she's way braver than I was at her age.
Jesus fucking Christ. I know I walk in here and they're watching this and I'm like, I'm kind of like,
She is making fun of it hardcore.
yeah, no, I'm like,
She is fucking
what?
railing
I'm
on
like-
it. It is
I'm like-
fucking hilarious.
I'm just like, why the fuck are you watching a horror movie? And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, and literally the scene was the one where the girl walks up and she had like slit her fucking wrist. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, if she's cool with this and she's not like freaking out, then
She
all
is
right.
making fun of it
Yeah.
so fucking hard when the demons come out and stuff. She's just laughing her ass off when the crooked man. I was like, this is the creepiest fucking part of the movie.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
when the
crooked
fucking
man
crooked
turn,
man
the
comes
dog turning
out.
the crooked man, and she's laughing her ass off.
What do you guys think is the scariest of the new genre of movies aside from the first Conjuring? Because I think we could all agree that was probably the scariest of like the new wave of horror movies.
Man,
Yeah.
That moving with the whole like fucking what was it like the with the matches and the snap in your finger thingy, and they had the basement.
that was The Conjuring.
Was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought there was another one.
No, that was the clap, hiding clap.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's in the basement, and then the thing claps beside her head. Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
that was The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about we do
Yeah, so what do
this?
you
How
guys-
about we try to remember this question for next week? And everybody in the
Yeah.
comments, write your answer in the comments below. We'll try to remember this for next week.
All right.
And then it'll give me more time to think, because I can't think of anything right now. So yeah, next, make sure you guys in the comments write what's the scariest horror movie you've watched in the new kind of horror
New wave
films.
of horror
Yeah.
movies, yeah.
New wave
put-
horror?
Put
Kind of like the
fucking
music,
big hair,
but now
big
it's
hair
in,
and all that stuff.
But now it's in horror
put
movies.
your answer in the comments below, and that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/TurkiterPlays. Let me get rid of this so you can see it. Twitch.tv/TurkiterPlays, and what the fuck am I doing? You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. I'm sorry, I was distracted by the fucking other screen over here. Follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. Follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. Follow Eric.
On Twitter at Quick and Severe.
Follow Kelly.
On Instagram at muffins08 and TikTok at mama.muffins.
Follow Ricky.
On Immiger at, I believe it's Lucian 92? 92?
Yeah, 92.
Yeah.
You can follow Jason on Twitter at Unbelievable1. You can also email Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I'm saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/TurkaterPlays. That'll be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure next week You join us for Sinister. Also, write your comments down below, and we'll talk about that next week about what the scariest movie you've watched in this new wave of horror movies.
Spooky Ghost.
Spooky Ghost. That's going to be it, though. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.